Hey, everybody, Jim Powers with MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision as we continue to catch up with our coaches. And the spring has flown by for our soccer programs here at Maryville as they get ready to play their last regular season game this coming Friday at Maryville Field. And joining us is the men's head soccer coach, David Korn. And David, we haven't talked for a couple weeks. A lot has gone on in the last couple weeks. Let's talk about everything and just kind of talk about where you and your coaching staff feel you guys are at going into the last regular season game of the spring season, and also pretty much locking up the number 2 seed in the postseason tournament.
Yeah, it's great, when you look at a season and you feel like as a team we've improved during the course of the year. I mean, we've gotten a lot of experience for players. As a group, I think our performances have improved from the beginning of the season to date, and that's really encouraging, and as we get into our final regular season game, as we get ready for playing in a playoff situation where you've got to win to advance, you want to be playing, your best soccer that time of year, and I think we're excited about it.
The one question I'll ask you, and it's something me and you have talked about a little bit, but the spring season is kind of weird just because there's no national championship at the end of the tunnel. It's just we're playing for a GLVC championship. How have you and your staff talked to the guys about, okay, we know what's going on. We know this. We know there's not a NCAA championship, but the next best thing is the GLVC championship, and have the guys bought into that just for this spring?
Yeah, I think so for sure. I mean, they want to win. If we got to play one game all spring, because that's what the schedule allowed, they'd want to win. For us being in a situation now where as a team we can be still competing for a championship, a regular season, and then a conference championship. I mean, we were disappointed to be at Indy this past weekend, be in a situation where, we're playing the top two teams today, ourselves and them, and we concede a goal with about 12 minutes left and leave with a tie. I think the performance itself was a good one, but we knew, we needed to win that game if we were going to win a regular season championship. So I think the guys understand in any season, our first step is to be in a position where we have a good regular season and we have a chance to win that championship. Then we are in a situation that we've earned into and have a chance to win a conference championship. And if we've done a lot of those things along the way, then we're probably in a good situation to be for an NCAA championship. So I think there's been a ton of value. I think probably like all the teams, the guys want to win, and whatever opportunity we're given, we want to take advantage of.
You mentioned a little bit ago about the spring and the opportunity for guys to get some quality playing time. You've really noticed that. I mean, this year having the spring schedule a little bit different than what we're normally accustomed to, but seeing the freshmen and seeing the newcomers come in, I mean, this is just valuable experience that after the spring going into the fall is going to absolutely help our team depth wise and also give them more confidence going into the fall season, which we're hoping right now is going to be a normal fall season with non-conference games and all those kind of stuff. But it's really been great to see the growth of especially the younger guys mixing in with our veterans and how they've improved.
Yeah, I think we talk all the time about for us to be a successful team, our goal being to win a national championship on the field, that we're going to have a really strong team, which means it's not just 11 players, it's our team overall. So for us, for 30 guys this spring, there's been a ton of value. If that's been in our training environment, if that's been the opportunity to step on the field, and I think we've had, probably about 80 to 85% of our guys on the field, only a couple that have missed because of some injuries. We've gotten to play three of our goalkeepers. I mean, I think a lot of those things, not only in the short term, have helped us be successful, but as we think about the long term and sustaining success as a program, then we've got to continue to make sure that we continually are developing. We got to continue to make sure we're continually improving. And I also think it speaks volumes to how our guys have handled their preparation, their development. We've had a lot of younger players earn more and more minutes as the season's gone on. And that's a credit to them that they've done the right things in training and doing extra work and taking care of themselves. And as they've gotten opportunities in practice and then earned them in games, they've done really well in those environments.
Illinois Springfield on Friday, 1 o'clock at Maryville Field. Obviously, the 2 seed is pretty much locked up. We're going to be into that spot. How has the week gone preparation wise to just okay, we may do a few different things on Friday, but the ultimate goal is to go in to the quarterfinal on Monday with the W in the win column after Friday.
Yeah, I mean, the good news is we're not in a situation where we have to win on Friday to make the tournament, or we have to win on Friday to have a home game. The good news is we've done enough things to date to be in a position where, okay, that particular pressure is gone. We still want to win the game as badly as if this could be our last game of the season. But at the same point in time, as a coaching staff, we've got to make sure that we're making decisions. The players are preparing the right way and knowing that we'll play on Friday, and much like we have over the past few weekends, we're going to turn around and play again in a few days. So, we've got to prepare. We've got to make sure that we're healthy. We've got to handle this week the right way. We've got to put all of our preparation into UIS, who's a really good opponent. And we've got to make sure that our trainings, prepare us for that game tactically, physically, and, mentally. We're in the right frame of mind. And then we have to know that quickly, regardless of whatever the outcome might be, Saturday, we've got to start getting ready again for what will be Monday's, first round of the tournament. So it's fun. I mean, this is why we've all been preparing since the beginning of January. This is fun to be in a situation where we're getting close to the playoffs. We pray and hope that we keep getting opportunities to play and everybody stays healthy and fit. But this is really fun to have been in that position. And now we want to take advantage of it.
And the big thing too about Friday's game is it's a must win for Illinois Springfield. I mean, they're in that bottom part battling for one of those last couple spots for the playoffs. And so, for them, they're gonna come in, guns blazing and ready to roll. While we've got to be ready for that because we know that they're fighting for their playoff lives right now.
Yeah. I mean, for sure. And, that's been the interesting thing about a shorter season in general is a lot of the games, the urgency level, the intensity has been different for a lot of teams, some because they've lost games due to COVID related matters. So yeah, you're right. We've got to make sure mentally that we're ready for that. I think our players through the course of the season have seen that mentally we've got to be at our best every time out. And that's an important thing for us to continue to improve and take away. And I think our excited about that opportunity. We are as a coaching staff, and we've already seen that in the beginning of our preparation this week.
Well, and the other thing too is you're going to get everybody's best shot, and we've seen that all spring long. Is we're and that's where the bar has been raised so much with our men's soccer program is, you know, we're one of the elite teams now. We're in those conversations, and game in and game out, we've got the bullseye on our back basically, and we're going to get everybody's best shot, including Friday against Illinois Springfield.
For sure. And that's a great pressure to have and one that, we would take over a few years ago. So the exciting thing now is how we continue to make sure that we train, prepare the right way, that we put ourselves in a position where we can, remain in that area and, continue to improve and reach our ultimate goals, which is not easy, but is really exciting to work towards.
Outstanding stuff, David. Excited for Friday, excited for the tournament, and we will see you over at Maryville Field Friday afternoon at 1 o'clock.
Thanks, Jim. Go Saints.
Absolutely. David Korn, our head men's soccer coach, joins us. And once again, Friday, 1 o'clock, the Saints will take on Illinois Springfield. We'll have the game for you on Saints Vision and the GLVC Sports Network. You can also follow along on Twitter all day long. And then the bracket will be released on Friday night. We have some night games on Friday, so we probably won't see the bracket until after 10 o'clock on Friday night. But we'll have that also posted for everybody on MaryvilleSaints.com as we lead into the weekend. But keep Monday open. We're hosting a playoff game on Monday at Maryville Field. Time to be determined and the opponent to be determined as well. For Coach, I'm Jim Powers. Thanks so much for tuning in to MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision. Have a great week. And as always, go Saints.